Hello there, and welcome to this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space, where I play the various regions, counties, territories, states, provinces, whatever they call the first level of subdivisions of the nations on planet Earth. I play them on GeoGuessr, and the objective is threefold. A, to explore and see places I've never been. B, hopefully have a good time or even some fun while I do so. And C, try to score 25,000 points on GeoGuessr in the region in question at any time. And if I succeed in doing so, well, that is that region completed. It will not be featured in the series again. And if I fail to play 25,000 points, well, it might come up again at a later date in the series. You never know. And so, today's region is the Plzeňský kraj, or the Plzeň region of Czechia. And once we're done zooming in, which will take an age and a half because of the 10,500 locations wanting to be displayed at the same time. But I think this should be a nice level to zoom. So, yeah, so you can see we sit here just southwest of Prague, Praha, and this 581,500 people living here in 2021, 7,500 square kilometers. The capital is the city of Plzeň, which sits about here, has 174,000 people, and I've been there. It's been quite a number of years, but yeah. Well, if you like pilsner beer, this is where you go to. This is the Plzeň, or Pilsen in German, is the city where the pilsner beer originated. And if you do visit, make sure to visit the Urkel brewery. That is a must go when you are in Plzeň. So let's see. So this is one of those regions I failed to do 25,000 points in when I played Europe in my previous series. So this is sort of the second attempt of getting it right. So let's see what we can do. I was like, oh, this is around where my dad lives. If this had been wood instead of plaster and brick or concrete. Let's see. Interesting location. Out in the countryside. Quite well kept. Well, this is a village, apparently, out by the countryside. But there we got a street with a bus stop. Can we read the sign on the bus stop? Nope, that's a big nope. 2019, 6-year-old footage. Yeah, it will say somewhere the name of this place. Let's try it this way. Okay, alternating a bit. Brusivo. What does it say here? Rumpled. Rokitsani. Okay, Rokitsani is over here, so we might be on this side of Plzeň. What does it say? Brusivo. That could be the name of the place, but I have my doubts. Let's see now. So looking southwest. Great, I got my directions messed up, but that is a sign telling us the name of the place. It is called Svojkovice. Okay. Svojkovice. Or Svojkovice. So Svojkovice. Oh, here it is. That's handy. See, that's Brusivo. And let's see where where's the bus stop? Not on the map. That's unusual. I think we were down here, weren't we? Let's see now. So the road goes there to the southeast along this building and the next one. And the road goes northeast from there. Yeah. This should be a pretty dead cert. There we go. Excellent. Another pinpointable location, I hope. So what's this then? Is this a ramp or sound barrier or something? No, it's okay, it's just a field. That does not look like a village. There is something over there, but that's far away. Let's have a look around the opposite way of the bend. On southeast south, okay. Okay, so I wasn't too wrong about that. So let's see now. Do we want to go onto the motorway? Yeah, why not? That might actually tell me something. So let's see, what might it tell me? I think there were some signs here. There were. So we go to Litochlavi, and we're outside Rokitsani again. 2 kilometers outside Rokitsani is to the south. Litochlavi. Litochlavi is up here. So does that mean we're on this bend? If so, we were there, I believe. Let's see that now. So if I am right, the thing that's puzzling me is this road here. And now I want to do like I've done countless other times with places like these. Go on an assumption spree and totally getting caught up in the fact that I'm wrong. Well, so it's supposed to be, let's see, pro group board and something else. Let's see if, okay, so we're on exit 62. Yes, we are. Okay. So, let's get this right, shall we? That is to the northwest. Lipanek. Where were we? No, not in Prague. Rokitsani. So, let's see now. So here we're looking northwestish. That matches that. But the problem we have here is the missing road. How old is this footage? 2025. It's very recent. So why? So here's the bridge. So where is this road? Smiercice. Smiercice is over there. Yep. And Osek. That might mean something. There is something very strange going on here. But that ought to be correct. Now they've drawn in a roundabout here. I need to have this one properly confirmed. I think there's been a lot of reconstruction of the road gone on here. The real puzzler was the date of the footage. Oh, that's the moon. Here we've got 2019. Okay. So, yeah, so that roundabout doesn't exist in this footage. Here we are in 2025. So why doesn't that road appear? But it has to be the right location. Sorry for the faffing about, but it's got to be the right place. Yep. Okay. Town. I like towns. Oh, this is a pretty one. So where are we? Johanka. Statski. Yeah, the main town square. Turbo Solarium. I was like, you know, we'll roast you in 5 minutes. Invest shop. Probably won't see on any of these shops where we are. But I like looking about a little bit. That's a pretty nice old thing. What does it say here? And that plaque says Stara Skola. I believe Stara means old. So this would be the old school. Huh. At a hotel. Pivnica. Now that would be beers, I believe. But here we got something. We can go to Kamenets and Svina. And we can go to Rokitsani. What on earth? Don't tell me that we are in Rokitsani. No, once again I go looking for... but yeah... Except that we're missing a church. And I doubt that the church has been made into a kebab house. Which is kind of strange. Why do they have a main square and no church? Because that would be normal in these town squares of old. Well, it's not certain that we're in Rokitsani, but we should be quite close. Let's see, Svina and Kamenets. Let's see if we can see any of these names on the map. And the immediate answer to that is no. Well, we can, of course, keep going down this road and head for the motorway towards Prague. And here we can go to Skomelno. Don't remember seeing that name either. Actually, I'm wondering if it would be more interesting to head in the direction of Rokitsani towards the north. Oh, and that could be an interesting one. Oh, yes. The 233 is over here. We can go to Homle. And we can go to Plzeň. 23 kilometers to the west. Okay, so we're a bit outside actually. So let's see now. Could be in Radek, maybe? No, we're not in Radek. There's a museum here as well. I wonder what the museum is for. This Plzeň. So are we in Radnice? Didn't we see that there's Homle as well? So we could be in Radnice. How does that look? No, that doesn't look right. And we got Skomelno. So Brzeźina? No. So how do we square this? We're 2 kilometers away from Homle, which is what did I? That's Homle. And we are 4 kilometers away from Skomelno and 3 from Radnice. No. Sorry, not 3 from Radnice, but so Homle is there, Plzeň is there. That should put us within Radnice. And maybe we're looking in the wrong direction. Where is the church? No, that's not it, is it? Well, we got 233 running through this area. Let's see, so I'm looking southeast. So let's see, so... But this is not where we are. This is a puzzler. Wait. Yeah, of course. Right. Oh. Yeah, I got turned around as usual. We are looking southwest, so it should be here. Looking northwest, we're looking that way. On the Niedicka. Okay, so we're somewhere over here. So let's see. Here's the bazaar. Asia Bistro is over there. On the 243. How can this be the 243 and this 303? But it is the 303. Okay, so now we're standing right next to this stuff. So this should be a decent placement. Yep. Okay, that took a lot of faffing about without needing to. What on earth is going on here? That must be some sort of celebration. I mean, that's a flagpole. But the flagpole is a tree trunk. So have they basically just stripped the branches of a fir? What is this? That is somewhat unique. Haven't seen that before. Really curious to what's been going on here. Huh. Okay, we are in a hamlet of sorts. Doesn't look like a village proper. And then we do have a bus stop. No. Yes, actually we do. Warszawiecki tin. Pod something shit. Nitsa. Let's see if we can see. So Hoshowski Tin is the place. Now let's see if we can find Pod. What does it say? Podratsnitsa? I think that's what it says there. Podratsnitsa. Something of the kind. So let's have a look around. Don't see any Podravnitsa. Razdovica, Zinkovi, Shvihov, Miroshov, I mean. Radnitsa. Nope. Not spotting it. Okay, then we go looking. Interesting area. And which is the main route into this place? Is it this one? That's a long building. So how? Okay, so there's a bit more to this place than I imagined. And here it probably says the name of the place was, oh, okay, Podražnica. Okay, so that's the name of the place. I thought the name of the bus stop, well, the name of the bus stop is probably the name of the bus stop, but then it lists Podražnica underneath. That's the name of the village. This could take a while to find. Has a sort of Luxembourgian feel to it. At least the eastern parts of Luxembourg. And what road are we coming onto here? We're coming onto 193. Oh, that's interesting. So that's the name. That's the name that it said on the bus stop with the large letters. But it said Podražnica underneath, which is actually the bus stop. Okay, so we're on the 193 through the area. Stříbro. And here is Horshovsky Tin. Just when you need it, 193. So here's Podražnica. It's one more time. Podražnica. I think we were about here. Let's see. Almost. Well, actually, more or less. Yes, the more or less that'll do me in. Wait. Let's see, so the bus stop is over there to the west. Yes. There is something funky here. How old is this footage? 2024. Where are these buildings? Are they these? Can't be. That thing has to be that. And we've got this little bell tower thing going on. That is that one. This is this road. This is actually quite missable. Because the road is going way too far. All that said, this is a good road coming here, like so. Oh, I'm gonna make a compromise and put it there. Oh well, didn't matter much in the end. Good. And oh no. Okay, we just exited the bend. I hope and pray that will be what saves me, because without any references, I'm usually so inept at getting the placements right on bends. There's a railroad here, is there? Yes, there is. Okay, that could help me a bit. And, well, that reminds me. I took a train like that, or rather, a version that was at least 30 years older than this one. Where did I write that? Yeah, I wrote that from Karlovy Vary. Was that? That was... So that was like back in 2002, 2001. And, I remember it very clearly because Biela nad Rabuzo, because nad Rabuzo, that must be the river. And let's see, so we're going east-west along a railroad. Yeah, I remember that train ride quite vividly, because it was almost like you picture it out of the olden days, with people sitting with chickens in their lap or in handbags underneath the seat. The only thing missing was a calf. That was interesting. Now can't we find this Biela? That's the name. Biela. Okay. Oh, there's a railroad here as well. Oh, is there? Oh, that was a river. Okay, so where will we find Biela? Nad. Name of a river that I cannot really pronounce. So, okay, so we're coming on a bridge as well. Baroknika mini most. Most is bridge. Biela nad Radbuzą. Radbuzą. And where can we go here? We can go to Bystrica. Bystrica. Biela isn't that small. And then we can go to Żelazna, Bor, Wielkie Dworce. That's Bor. That's Wielkie Dworce. I think I saw Biela, didn't I? Let's see. So these places are off to the northeast-ish. Well, let's go to the intersection proper and have a look. And the opposite way we can go to. All right. So we can go to Bor two ways from Biela. And Biela is on a railroad. Så det spår, vilket vårt Biela nad Ravozo. Okay, so we are most likely... Ooh, this is gonna be a tough one, isn't it? Let's say around there-ish. Oh, we're right on the river here. That could mean there. Like here, maybe? Radbuza. Yeah, it is a bit of a straight, and then that should be a very slight bend. Well, it sort of is. And then we're going to get a straight bit again. Let's see, back to this position. And the railroad should be coming down the side here immediately. It's coming down here on the bank, joining up through this very gentle right-hander. That ought to be the right bend. But we're standing, yeah, the river is just there. So we're standing right on the exit of the bend. So we should be around there. But this is me and bends. But we are right on the river here. Might be a meter or two further back. But this is where we ought to be. Let's put it there just to be on the safe side. Even there. Almost saved myself out of 25k. Oof. Whee. But yeah, we did it. So that is Plzeňský kraj, or the Plzeň region of the Czech Republic, i.e. Czechia, done. Yeah, I like that. That was actually decent fun. There's a funny cluster up here, but yeah, we got to see some small towns, and that was nice, as well as some rural areas. So that's a good mix. So yeah, I am still glad that you're with me here on the tiny dot in space, and I hope you will join me for the next episode when it's up. Until then, bye bye.